Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
Let's get it.
Guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. In a bunch formation. On the run, it's Love. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. Brings into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. to the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Makes the grab. It's Sanders. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And the missed connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the ground, it's Love. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, no.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockney, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
For a man, it's Mayava. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. He's got it along the sideline. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you can tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Offense in an empty set. They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Lemon. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Sanders. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The give to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Nate Rockney, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Man, and that wasn't a miss by much. And listen, as a quarterback, you don't want to miss inside. That's for sure where the danger is. But it leads him just a little bit too far out of bounds. You can tell receiver tries to throttle down, tries to get those feet in, but he couldn't.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. To the air, it's Mayava. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 1st down from their own 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting them on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads it left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Kick is in the air. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lemon. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on third. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Bring in the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's blocked. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Pauly. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Pauly.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the 1st down. That
throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. With a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds and just a little bit better and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Sanders. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Direct snap. It's Sanders. Punch for the tackle. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
That's caught. It's Jordan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for room, it's Love. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it. Got his man. Inside the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He turns that loose down the right side. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Irish! Six more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Lemon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Strachan. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Trojans are rolling down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. On the option. He'll pitch it. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pucks it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
For the offense.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
Running to the left. Creates a little room. It's a running room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game.
Oh, he's got some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the Jewel Shillelagh. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.